Hi, I'm Sydney Brill.
And I'm Gwen Napier.
And this is your RCHS News.
Here's what's in store for this episode of RCHS News.
I'm Gwen Napier.
And I'm Nikita Collins.
And we'll be bringing you your calendar update.
I'm Tristan Wright, and I'll be bringing you your sports calendar update.
I'm Zarek Napier, and I'll be giving you a recap on the recent wrestling tournament.
I'm Shantae Blizzard reporting on the Haunted Auditorium.
I'm Alex Stanley, and I'll be presenting you information about the food prep class.
I'm Franklin.
And I'm Andrew.
And we present you the school cleaning guide.
I'm Felicity Cathers, and I'm giving you a story that will make you think twice about dropping out.
I'm Sydney Brill, and we'll be taking a restaurant road trip to Ann's Courthouse Cafe and Bakery.
I'm Vanessa Morris, and I'll be giving you information on EF tours.
I'm Rebecca McDonald, and I'll be bringing you the Best of YouTube Cat Edition.
First, let's catch up with Nikita Collins and Gwen Napier for a calendar update.
I'm Gwen Napier.
And I'm Nikita Collins. And this is your RCHS calendar update.
On the 21st, you will be getting a report card.
Thursday, February 23rd. There's an LSIC meeting, 11 a.m. Also, there's a parent-teacher conference. Be there.
Monday, February 27th, there's a Board of Education meeting.
Friday, March 3rd, Faculty Senate and early dismissal. All you ACT takers, be sure to register.
On Tuesday, March 7th, the Regional Math Field Day will be at OVC.
Thursday, March 9th, the Zim midterms. Better have them grades up.
Monday, March 13th, there's a board meeting at 6 p.m.
March 28th, OEPA visit. Be on your best behavior.
I'm Gwen Napier.
And I'm Nikita Collins.
And this has been your RCHS calendar update.
Thanks, everyone. Now let's pass it over to Tristan Wright for a Rebel Sports update.
I'm Tristan Wright, and this is your sports calendar update through the month of February. On Thursday the 16th, the boys play away to determine their LKC placement. On Saturday the 18th, the LKC Night of Champions will be held at Glenville State College. Finally, on the 21st, the boys will play their final regular season game at Gilmer County against the Titans. That's your sports calendar update. From RCHS News, I'm Tristan Wright, signing off.
For our first story, we'll stick with sports and take it down to the mat with Zarek Napier's report on the West Virginia Single A State Wrestling Invitational hosted recently at Ritchie County High School.
Most sports that draw crowds to Ritchie County are team sports, such as football and basketball. However, on February 10th and 11th, teams from across the state travel to Ritchie County High School to compete in an individual sport that is often overlooked: wrestling. The Single A State Wrestling Invitational Tournament. 20 schools, 3 trophies, all state honors, and body slams were all abundant this weekend in Ritchie County. And Mr. Lawrence tells us what an event like this means for the school.
It was a major event for us. It raised a lot of money for the school. Had a big crowd to watch our kids wrestle, not only just ours, but almost every wrestler from the state. Just a good environment for people, and like I said, meant something to the kids that are champs.
The home advantage must have really sparked a fire under the Rebels, as we had 2 wrestlers, Josh Mason and Connor Spalding, win their weight classes. Josh Mason tells us how his wins came fairly easily.
Well, he wasn't putting up much of a fight. Really easy match. Went out there, thought it'd be a hard match, not really. Went out there and pinned him.
We spoke to the 106-pound champion, Connor Spalding, on Friday night to see his outlook on how the team should do on Saturday.
As a team, I expect we should finish pretty good. We should have a lot of good matches, and there's going to be tough matches, but all in all, we should come out pretty good in the, placing. I feel like we should have at least 3 first place and no less than all the rest being third place.
With Mason and Spalding winning their weight classes, the Ritchie County Rebels overall finished 4th in the meet. With your results, Zarek Napier reporting.
Thank you, Zarek. Now we will take it across the hall to the auditorium, where Shantae reports about the rumored paranormal activity.
Here at RCHS, not many people know about the Haunted Auditorium, but a select few have been brave enough to come forward with their experiences. Cheerleader Savannah Smith tells us her story about cheer practice and what went on.
I've had one experience. There was one day when we were shooting a stunt in the auditorium, and we went to watch it back, and there's like this floating orb just like all of a sudden went by.
Drama student Ben Baker shares the drama behind the scenes of the auditorium.
I do believe it was a couple years ago. We were putting on a production, and we were using walkie-talkies to kind of talk to people. And
No one was supposed to have the walkie-talkies at that point, I believe. We were kind of shutting them down. And it came over one of them, someone said, "Come find me." And it sounded like a little kid, and it kind of freaked everybody out.
Non-believers Greg Durr and Tyler Lehman question those who believe in the legitimacy of the haunted rumors.
No, I don't believe the auditorium is haunted. In fact, ghosts are silly, and anyone who believes in that probably needs their head examined.
I don't know anyone, including myself, who has experienced the paranormal activity in the auditorium, but I think we all know some experiences.
It still remains unclear who torments the auditorium. I'm Shantae Blizzard reporting for RCHS News.
Wow, I'm getting chills just thinking about it.
Now we will head on over to Andrew Mahaney and Franklin Lott, who have a report on the custodians of RCHS.
I'm Franklin.
And I'm Andrew, and we have the school cleaning guide.
That's right.
That's right, we go through what to do in the cafeteria, outside, and in the halls.
This is what you're supposed to do in the cafeteria.
And this is what you can do when you're outside.
To get trash outside, risk life and limb.
Where is it? Oh my God! Oh my God! If you see these are cigarette butts, so don't smoke on school grounds. It's also against the rules. Then you'll go to jail, which you deserve it if you're smoking on school grounds. See, here's another one. We spoke to Ms. Schimmel, who shared her sentiment for cleanliness in school by way of recycling. She has this very heartfelt message to all students and faculty at RCHS.
Recycling is hugely important. This earth is going to waste away to nothing because we're using up all of our resources making new Capri Sun pouches and stuff. So you really ought to put all your cans in the appropriate containers, put all your paper and your plastic in the appropriate containers, and please, please, I beg of you, rinse out your spitters before you throw them in the recycling bin. We have to pick those out, and that's just disgusting. It's a biohazard, and I really, really, really think it's terrible that you do that to your fellow classmates. So please, please, I beg of you, on my hands and knees, please recycle to save our earth. I want to live here for the rest of my life.
I mean, clearly you guys don't know how to recycle or anything, so in today's lesson you guys are going to definitely learn how to do that. Here's how you recycle. Piece of paper. And the recycling thing. Questions? So as you see, there's many things that we can do to help our custodians here at school. Just make sure that you pick up after yourselves and be a responsible human being.
And see you guys next time.
Thanks for that report. That story swept us off our feet.
We will now head on over to Felicity, who has a story about high school dropouts.
Feeling stressed out? Has the thought about dropping out ever crossed your mind? We've talked to a few Ritchie County students while they are contemplating dropping out, and here's what they have to say. We've obscured their identities to protect their anonymity.
I want to drop out because of stress and I don't have a lot of patience.
We also have another anonymous student who thinks that this school has nothing to offer.
I want to drop out because I learned nothing of value, in my opinion, here.
But science teacher Miss Schimmel wants you to know the downfall of dropping out.
Dropping out, you're going to have a hard time finding a job. You're going to have a lot of trouble buying the things you want if you can't find a decent job, because most places need a high school diploma at least, if not more. And so you're going to have a rough time supporting yourself later in life.
Board member Scott Walton explains his difficulties he's had through life with his decision to drop out of high school.
I was blocked by not having my high school education.
And then Walton said,
It's just tough. It's tough. I mean, it's almost heartbreaking.
With the lack of his diploma, it limited his ability to rise in his company. He recounts a conversation he has had with his employer.
He said, "You got your GED yet?" I said, "Nope." He said, "Well, when you get that, you come and talk to me."
Admittedly, it's the truth that dropping out is maybe an option for some students, but we're here to tell you that it's not a very good one. I'm Felicity Cathers reporting from RCHS News.
Thanks, Felicity.
Man, all this talk is making me hungry. Let's go check out the kitchen to see what the food prep class is cooking.
Could you feed yourself if you really had to? Here at Ritchie County High School, we are trying to stop that problem. I'm Alex Stanley, getting an inside scoop on the food prep class. First, we caught up with instructor Greg Durr to see the inspiration and drive behind the class.
Actually, I went to the office and asked the administrators if there was a program that they wanted me to take the classes for to teach or take the praxis test for, and immediately the response was, we'd love to get the food prep going again. So I took the food prep test, and luckily I passed, and now we have food prep.
Next, we talked to students Patrick Shepard and Bree Ingram to hear their thoughts about the class.
I took food prep because I figured I should be able to learn how to cook since I'm going off to college. I like cooking. We don't cook every day. Sometimes we just pick out recipes some days, and then the next day we'll go and cook, but it's pretty fun.
I originally took food prep to learn a little bit more about cooking itself. I like to bake a lot at my house, so I knew a lot about cupcakes and cakes and stuff like that, but not more of like a cooking aspect of it, so I've gotten to learn a lot about that.
Ingram's motivation for the class was made clear.
I think it prepares you for later on in life when you know you have to make yourself food every day.
As you can see, this is an excellent opportunity to hatch out your cooking skills. From RCHS News, I'm Alex Stanley, signing off.
Thanks, Alec. I could really go for some food right now. Hey, where can we get some good food around here?
Well, we took a restaurant road trip to Ann's Cafe. Let's check it out. We traveled to Harrisville, West Virginia to get the scoop on Ann's Courthouse Cafe and Bakery. We asked the owner of the bakery, Ann, why she wanted to open the bakery.
I've always wanted my bakery. I've got 4 kids that went through Ritchie County High School, and I've always made their cakes and all their goodies every time they did it. I was a homeroom mother, and I was just bound and determined one of these days I wanted my own place.
Ann explains the variety of cake options the bakery offers.
Yeah, I got any kind of cake pan you would want for any holiday, or if I don't, or cookies, or we can come up with one, don't matter. I mean, I can make it free-handed. It can be done. If you want something and I don't have it, I'll get it.
The bakery's atmosphere is friendly and enjoyable because the bakers love their jobs.
It's like working with family. All the girls that work here, we're all really tight. We get along really well. It's basically like going in your kitchen and having friends and family over in your own house. It's really down to earth, real family oriented.
Rachel also explains that customers come from near and far.
New customers every day, people traveling from Morgantown, Pennsylvania, all kinds of different places.
The bakery makes dozens of donuts a day.
Typically, 50 to 100. Weekly basis, if it's a good week, up to 1,000. It all depends.
The donut display gives the bakery a sweet atmosphere. They have over 60 types of donuts, but we decided to try their donut of the week. Right in front of me is the donut of the week, which is chocolate and cream. They have a different donut every week, so I'm going to try it right now. Oh God. If you are looking for a good time or have a sweet tooth, Ann's Bakery is better than anywhere else. Ann's Courthouse Cafe and Bakery is an experience you do not want to miss. This is Sydney Brill reporting for RCHS News, signing off.
Thanks, Sydney.
Or should you say gracias, as we catch up with Vanessa reporting on EF tours around the world.
While learning in the classroom is critical to a student's education, experience is and will continue to be one of the greatest teachers the world has ever known. One new way of learning takes education out of the classroom and gives students the experience of a lifetime. Teacher Rachel Stone explains the vitality of EF tours as she prepares for her own EF tour to Costa Rica.
I think learning abroad is absolutely vital in our society today because of global citizenship. It gives the students the opportunity to go explore new people, meet new people, explore new things, see how the world outside of our small county works, show them that there is more to life than Ritchie County.
Frequent traveler Mrs. Campbell compares in-class learning to learning abroad, saying it's more realistic.
Oh, I think it's much better for them to be able to actually go to the countries and to physically use their language that they've studied, because I think it's more realistic realistic. It gives them an actual experience where they see that these people are real that speak foreign language and that they speak that language just like we speak English every day.
RCHS student Emily Darty expresses the importance of taking the opportunity to learn internationally.
Got to meet new friends, and I fell in love with a city like Madrid was my favorite. I got to become closer to the friends that I was with, and I also got to try a lot of new foods.
Emily also had a message for future EF travelers.
Oh God, go. Go.
While adventure may be fun, with EF tours it's always education first. I'm Vanessa Morris for RCHS News.
Now to end the show, Rebecca with a guest host Callie will give us some incredible cat memes.
Hello everybody, I'm the meme queen, and this is my co-host,
Callie Hayes,
and we are bringing you the best of YouTube, Cat Edition.
This struggle is real right now. There, wait, that is a fat cat.
Why? Why would you even buy that? Why would you? What? When life gets you down. And that cat is not even helping.
Hello,
Literally.
darkness, my old friend. Yes. I've come to talk with you again.
I want what he's having.
Some nice grass. Me every morning.
Same. What?
Still unknown what scared the cat.
Look, it's a scary cucumber. It's gonna get you, kitty. It's gonna get you.
It was a little bit of a pickle, but
Nice. I'm gonna jump.
he can totally clear it. He has it.
Do a flip. He's dead. Nope.
8 lives. He's good to go.
Я сегодня тебе принес не букет из пышных роз, не тюльпаны и не лилии,
One way to shut down your cat.
всего лишь петунии.
Hello, darkness, my
Vietnam flashbacks. Induce.
I've come to talk with you
A poor cat.
because a vision.
Those memes were perfect.
I personally think they were down to their last life.
I'm Callie Hayes,
And I'm the meme queen.
signing off.
Bye-bye.
This has been your RCHS News. I'm Sydney Brill.
And I'm Gwen Napier,
Signing off.